you're having a good day. I I had a really weird night of sleep. I went to bed later than I normally would because I got given a Magic the Gathering challenge like 10 minutes before I went to bed, and then I feverishly worked on that deck for like 30 minutes, and then I was like, oh fuck, I gotta sleep. And so I turned off my alarm, expecting to sleep in. I didn't. I, in fact, woke up an hour early, and I was like, let's just go back to bed. And so I did, and then I woke up at like 10 minutes before I normally would. So I just felt weird. Although I did get a little bit of work done today. However, executive dysfunction do be a fucking bitch, and that's part of why I am doing this tonight. On top of everything else, I just have work I need to get done. So let me grab something. Let me grab some music. No, apparently there was a live stream on YouTube. Fantasy Lo-Fi Mix 24/7, no ads or AI. Medieval folk sleep study peace. Let's see what they let's hear what they have cooking. Ooh. Ooh, okay. All right. I'm feeling it. So yeah, I have just a fair amount of work I need to do today. I feel that I'm in the waiting room of life again. Still gotta wait for my certificate. Still gotta wait to see if I get into class I need. Lots of waiting. Yeah, waiting is like the thing I hate doing the most. I always like trying, like, I'm okay with things taking a slow time and it like takes a lot of work or something. But I really just, waiting is just the one thing I hate doing. Because then it's like, I'm not doing anything. I'm not progressing. I'm just in that just stalled point. So yeah, but right now, it's just a matter of, I got some stuff to do. I'm not going to be running Mutants and Masterminds on Thursday. Well, I might. The plan I have is I'm going to make characters with everybody. And if there is some time in the session, it's gonna be like a little tutorial thing. Like, they're gonna go in the entrance exams because it's My Hero Academia based, and it's gonna be a tutorial on how to actually play Mutants and Masterminds. That's one thing I want to do. Then, and also when it comes to the editing stuff, I have a client commission again. It's the guy who did commission me for the Hololive D&D video, this time with Shy Lily, and he thankfully has given me plenty of resources. I may still have to find some more of myself, but it shouldn't be that bad. I also have shorts of my own I want to make, work on my Birth by Sleep video, and honestly, the biggest thing that I should be doing is make a better presentation thing for my commissions. What the fuck? Because I'll show you guys real quick. So, this is my VGen page. Go commission me, by the way. And I have two services. And one thing that I am fairly certain is hampering my ability to get discovered is the fact that I don't have a graphic, like, giving the important information on these. So I should definitely make, first of all, a portfolio on these. And I should also make, like, a little GIF thing, because let me take you guys to VGen now to let you know what I mean. Commission, animation and videos, VOD editing. Yeah, you see, like this? You see this? This is something that I should do for my commission services, because yeah, all of these have, like, they're very bright, very catchy, but then the ones that are GIFs they stick out a lot more. Because it's motion where there otherwise isn't any. Also, Chuny Laplace looking ass. Love it. So yeah, that's one of the things that I should do. So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to try and figure out how to make GIFs on DaVinci Resolve. I think it's the biggest thing I can do for myself. And then make portfolios. So let's just go to Google real quick, close my Twitter. How to make GIFs in DaVinci Resolve. Render settings, custom export. Select GIF from the format drop-down menu and choose animated GIF in the codec option. Okay. So, let's take a look-see at that. Let's open up DaVinci Resolve. That's React, not display capture. Okay, new project. Yeah, new project. Let's. Oh my gosh. Showcase GIF. All right, and this will be pretty easy. So first of all, project settings. Keep it at that. Timeline frame rate 60. Save. And let's pull up finished projects, shorts. So I've got a good amount of these. Got a good amount of shorts. I want to grab the ones that are like the most stand out in terms of quality and like with what I can grab. I remember a good amount of these. I love the thumbnail that my computer has just decided for this. It's just like my operator going, oh! Which, by the way, I logged into Warframe to get the 60% Coda Spotherix. I should not have logged in today because I got the 75% off plat discount login bonus. And while I do have some money now, thanks to me getting money from Argent, I don't have all the money I need, and I still need to buy some stuff and get a haircut and everything, so yay! Alright. It's a shame that my fucking 500 corn dogs short really just fucking got nothing. Like, this was such a funny fucking short, dude. This was such a fucking funny short. And it just got, like... And even after re-uploading it, still got fucking nothing. Okay. But... we're gonna use the 500 corn dogs, because I think that's just really funny. I feel old yet. Definitely this one. This one I felt like I worked really hard on the editing for. Where is the Great Froyo and Ice Cream debate? Yeah, with Matthew fucking being like Bitsy. Yeah, okay, we'll use these three. So we first want to like have these sync up as much as possible. just... Okay. That... And then... Here... Just go by frame. Do that. 500 corn dogs. Actually, we can just do that. Overlay these on top of each other. And the Great Froyo ice cream debate. We don't need to worry about the sounds. Okay. And then... Yeah. Let's say... Let's make it a 5-second GIF. 5-second GIF. Assuming that's actually decent. So... Okay. I think we want to do it this way then. Actually, yeah, you know what? Yeah. We can splice it. We can splice it. So, on that frame. And then do. Okay, actually, if I did it like that, okay, we don't need to worry about that then. And then here... And then 500 corn dogs, 500 corn dogs. Cool, there we go. So then we've got this cool little effect under filters. Video collage. Which we want to make this create tile. And then columns. 3, 1 row. Okay, left, right margins. Yeah, make that. And no rounding. Okay, why? Tiles. Alright, what if I zoomed in, would that be good? Yes. 1.05 is the zoom level we can work with here. Cool. Wait. I see you, little yellow border. Not quite. 1055. That seems to get rid of the yellow. And then here, copy that. And then here... Oh yeah, we want this... Oh yeah, fucking hang on. Tile 2. And then... This one, tile 3. So then if we have these all play together... Yeah, okay, that... I think that's good. Let me just check and see if there's any other of my shorts that I think would be very, very good. No, I think definitely the time distortion one is the most visually... yeah, I think that, like, these are together visually striking for good motion. Let's go back and look at VGen, actually. I want to check and see, like, how they also handled their thingies. VOD editing. Actually, because I'm currently looking at my shorts. Why am I doing this? Why am I doing it like this? Why am I stupid? Why am I stupid? Yeah. So let's see here. $15 shorts bundle. Oh, this person also worked with Eggy. Eggy is someone on Twitter who I looked at. Really, this person didn't get that many, but they got Krelly. Krelly's fucking blowing up right now because of the fucking McCrelly thing. Which I'm tempted to try, but only in the matter of, like, how Hisao cheated before, you know, like, doing his fucking workout routine with Emmy by grabbing that cake. Like that's how I'm tempted to do the McCrelly meal. Just, like, one last day before I do some really fucking, before I go hard on a strict diet and workout routine, and I just, like, gorge on that abomination of a meal. Yeah, okay, yeah, this person, they got a lot of fucking work. I don't know if that'd be healthy. I mean, it's the fucking McCrelly meal. Of course it's not gonna be healthy. Like I said, I'm only tempted to do it purely out of curiosity. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alright, that's a 10-second gift that person had. This person's charging $9 short. That's how that looks. Yeah, this is a format that is definitely working here. Okay, yeah. So I think I want to put some text over here on the rates as well. So... actually, media master, subtitle, Lucky Gradient. It's already set to 1 second. Beautiful. So, 1 short, $10. 3 shorts, 25. 7 shorts, 60. Line spacing, spread that out a little bit, yeah. And then shading. Oh wait, I just realized I'm still on this. Whoopsie. And then we want this color to be my color, so it stands out. So how does this look in terms of what would be a GIF? I think we can do better. I think we can do better. So we'll just first off get rid of it. We'll first just get rid of that. I think I want this to be 2 seconds. 2 seconds. And then effects, favorites, push up, transition, make it a full 1 second, and then add a little bit of camera shake. So how does this look? Okay, we also want this to be push up. And no, that doesn't necessarily look good. How do I wanna, How about effects here? Okay, what if I did lighter motion, lower speed? Because I want it to have like a little... No. Let's look back to references here. Okay, so... You know, they've definitely got that. Not fucking... Okay. Yeah, I don't think I need to do all this. Like, it's very eye-catching, but also at the same time. Social media. I mean, honestly, you know, like, you've got a lot of this, so... Okay, so... That's yours. And if I were to click... Then it would be each individual short under that. Okay. You've got a good amount. You've got a good amount. Okay. So... Okay. So I think that what I have here is fine. I just need to... I shouldn't cover this all up, because they should see what I've actually fucking done. Which means... Okay, hang on. Idea. So first off, get rid of that camera shake. Or, like, have it be in the 3 columns here. One short. $10. And then we shrink this down. And then we move it to in here. Yeah, okay. And then here. 3 shorts. $25. Oh wait. Duh. Okay, so we want to make this smaller. We want to make these uniform in terms of smallness, so 0.75? Yeah, that looks okay. And we'll put you at 0, and that means you, 0.75. And then, boop, boop. And then you. Seven shorts. $50. Well, it's still gonna be $60. And yeah, I am selling myself on the fact that this is a deal. Okay, so. And then if we did fall and bounce, how does that look? Yeah, it doesn't look quite clean. So probably we'll just put pop wobble in. Does this look good? Alright, we'll make it a full second. And then we'll stagger these by... It's pretty good, yeah? Yeah. And then we'll stagger it to create a little bit more motion by half a second each. Yeah, these are all 2 seconds. I thought I had that set to 5 seconds. 1 second. Ah, get it. 1 second. And then here. Let's just drag this all the way out to the fucking Zawardo. There we go. And then here. So then if I do it like this. Yeah, okay. That's pretty good. Actually, yeah, so that way, at the 2 second mark, we put them in at 1 at a time, extending it. I'll never understand why everyone in my family are afraid of fucking house lizards. House lizards? Oh yeah, I kind of wanted to actually set this back. Actually... let's stagger it by half a second each. By half a second. Cool. And so if it looks like this, random geckos and shit, bro, they're so cute. Why would you be afraid? What the fuck, man? What's wrong with your family? Oh, I've ordered this incorrectly. Whoopsie. This is the 7 shorts. Okay, so you're on the bottom. You are the bottom. You're the 3 shorts, so you are the middle. So you. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there we go. And then at 3 seconds. That should look correct now. A lot? Yeah, no, that's fucking wild. What the fuck, man? That's... What did those geckos ever do to them? Okay, yeah, this looks good. Yeah, okay, this looks good. This looks good. Cool, 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 cool. So now we deliver custom export. And TikTok GIF thumbnail. Location. Universal Commission assets. Okay, so how do I make this a GIF again? How to make GIFs in DaVinci Resolve. So let's see here. Deliver page in the render settings panel. Click custom export. We're on that. Make sure export video checkbox is checked, but don't export audio. Select GIF from the format. GIF. Codec animated GIF. Okay. Okay. That's taking a little bit longer to render than I thought it would. Yeah, once we do that, I can put that on my... And then I need to look at what the, like, long-form video, service thumbnails look like. So that way I can reference that. Because at least now I have something to actually put on the front and inform people. And I swear, if this actually gets me more commissions, then hell yeah. Like, if I can even, like, I don't know, if I get 5 people a week asking for a single short, that's $50 a week, which is fucking nothing, but it's also a nice supplement of money. Okay. So videos, Universal VJ. So, let's see here. So does this work? Yeah, it does. I don't know if this is just my computer struggling to render it, or if it's actually running that slowly. Actually, do you even get to see the, like, the duration? Details. No, okay. Let's take a look. Let's go to VGen and check out what that looks like. Whoa, infinite me. Woo. So, services. Alright, how do I change this? Add. And then videos, clients. 8. Max says only JPEG. It's a GIF file, right? It's a GIF. It is a GIF file. But it's 208 megs. Okay. So we need to shrink this down. File. Yeah, shrink that. And then we'll probably... Okay, we'll probably cut this back down to 3 seconds, so... 3 seconds... Actually, it's pronounced Geif. Played you on that one. Okay, and then trim that. Whoa, no, don't do that. Don't do that. So this one we're probably going to extend the time a little bit. Speed change 80. And then pull everything back this way. All right, that's still good. It says 1 gig here. Actually, no, that still says timeline resolution. Let's make it 1280 720p. All right, yeah, that cut the size down immensely. Too short mission thumbnail. Alright, are you the proper size? How big was, how big did it say? 8 megs? How the fuck do I make this 8 megs, dude? How do I make this 8 fucking megs? This is 60. I need to cut this down by an 8 to an 8. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, well, hang on. What's 360p? What's the ratio of 360p? Yeah, 360. So it's okay. It increases by 360 each time on that one. Fuck, I don't. Is this a size issue or data size issue? It's a data size issue. So I was trying to scale it down to 360p to make it even smaller in file size. Because VGen will only allow me to upload 8 megs worth of anything. And even with the downscaled version that I made here that was even shorter, it's still 60 megs. I have an idea what should make it less data to stream. What's the method? Cause yeah. Fucking 8 megs though, dude. That's so bullshit. Blur the backgrounds when you put the costs in. Less to load when it's blurred together. Well, you see, like, that will, I mean, that should, theoretically, make it smaller, but I also am doing this specifically to, like, show them, like, what the shorts look like. What they can expect from me, like, how it looks. So if I blur that, that's gonna kind of defeat the purpose. I'm not just trying to show the prices. Is there, like, a compressor that I can find? Compressor. File compressor. I think the prices are what they're gonna see first. Yeah, well, not necessarily. Show the shorts for a small bit, then show prices while blurring, I mean. Let me see if I can find a file compressor first. To see if I even need to worry about doing that. And if I do need to do it, then, well, yeah. Okay, apparently I've gone to this site before. Okay, apparently it doesn't like GIF. Yeah. Okay, then yeah. If it's 5-second gift, 3 seconds unblurred, then blur when adding the prices. Only saying because if you make the gift too low quality, it will be the same as if the whole thing was blurred. Fair. Okay, well then... Then, yeah, we've already got it set to 5... I've already shrunk it to 3 seconds. So, we'll probably shrink this down... Okay, so... We're gonna change... We're gonna shrink this down, then. I'm just gonna cut these lengths in half. One second. And then 115. And then 130. And then we can just make an adjustment clip. And then put a filter, Gaussian blur. Blur that even more, and then so if we do it like this, let's try that. Thumbnail. Smaller. I had to go sharp cut to even blurrier and put the prices in the middle. Okay. Just my thought. Well, okay. And then okay. That's something. We'll try that. Shorter thumbnail, please. And still make it 720p. Still says the estimated file size is gonna be the same, so see how that works. I wish Gacha isn't even including Nikkei would hire fashion designers or something when they design characters. I'm sure I would also appreciate that just for overall better character designs. Some Nikke's got good outfits, others are like, God, what goddamn, what are you wearing? I mean, Kinkymations did... It's 46 megs. But yeah, Kinkymations even did fucking criticize Nikkei's outfits. Okay. Well, let's see, what else can I do to shrink this down? Timeline frame rate. Can I change the frame rate now? Actually. Timeline settings. I cannot change the frame rate. That's usually how they sell you the skin. She was mostly wrong. Most of the outfits are fine. Some are horrible, though. Yeah, I can't change the frame rate here. Yeah, that looks good, but like, why the fuck 8 megs, dude? Oh yeah, as I was gonna say with Kinky, she did say that it's just a little too in your face a lot of the time. Like, I mean, fucking Eleg is on the thumbnail of her review, and I'm like, yeah, fair. Eleg was legitimately the first Nikke I've ever seen, and it was fucking porn of her I saw. So like, let that say something, I guess. How to make GIFs 8 megabytes or smaller. GIF compressor. Okay, hang on. Will this work? Compress GIF. Because 8 megabytes is so fucking dumb, dude. At least be like Discord and their shitty megabyte requirements of 25. Like, bro. Why are we operating under 8 megs, VGen? Like, what the fuck? Yep. 705 just, well, nearly 705, and my monitors are doing this flickering thing. I assume it has to do with flux. That would make the most sense to me. Save 62%. Nope, that's still too fucking big. Eleg is a good design though, Amayo. Treads the line between sexy and functional for what gamer girl Eleg does. I mean, it's really, I think the main thing that like just makes it kind of, you know, a little too far along the line is the fucking, like, impossibly short booty shorts towards basically just another pair of underwear. Kind of like Unhwa with her updated design. You gotta point out the shorts. Yeah, I think the shorts are what really, like, push Eleg over the line from, you know, like, a believable outfit, albeit one designed for sex appeal, to entirely sex appeal. Agree on Unhwa? Yeah, Unhwa is also a very clear example of shorts that are basically just underwear. Now, the rest of the outfit I think is fucking baller. It's fucking great. But the shorts, yeah. I would, however, like to see Kinky review the outfit designs we've had since then. There are obviously still a couple of ones that are ultimately still not a great showcase of Nikke having good character designs, at the very least to people that are only gonna think it's, just sex appeal and nothing else. Such as EH's playable design. Yeah. Save 66%. Bro. How the fuck? Still such a downgrade. Fucking gotchas, man. Yeah. No, seriously. Regen 8. What are people saying on Reddit? Oh my gosh, computer, please. No experiment has 2 treatments, 1 set, non-night. That's Discord. Fucking. How the fuck do these people upload these GIFs as their fucking previews? What the hell, man? How the fuck did they do this? Having looked at LX shorts, I do agree there too. Genuinely forgot they were that short. Yeah. It's just a bit much. Oh, is that Nif? I think that's Nif. How the fuck is this under 8 megabytes? How the fuck are these under 8 megabytes? VGen, you piece of shit. Also wild that, I mean, I understand that my presentation is not getting me any attention, but, like, how the fuck are these 8 megabytes or less? That is fucking impossible. These are not 8 megabytes or less. That's some bullshit. Artist dashboard. That's some fucking bullshit, dude. Search category. Deep stats. Bro, how the fuck are the... They gotta have some other program, maybe? If you're transported into any, into the world of D&D, Final Fantasy, World of Warcraft, or any fantasy and had to make a perfect character as yourself, would you choose race class, multi-class if you want? You got it. My main has usually been a human, cleric, ranger, multi-class. Okay, well, D&D, Final Fantasy, and WoW are all very, very different here. Okay, you're saying a lot. If I see 2 more paragraphs pop out very, very quickly, I'm gonna suspect something from you. Okay. I'll say this is a test here because you did just drop a lot in chat here. Here's gonna be a test. What expansions have you played in World of Warcraft, Mark? Since as though you mentioned World of Warcraft, and what raid series have you done in Final Fantasy XIV? Since you've mentioned that, or rather, Final Fantasy. Only because you typed so much in such a short amount of time, do I have this assumption, and I am trying to make a test here. I've sent long messages like that copy-pasted. I don't immediately distrust. True. I don't do Final Fantasy 14, but I played Final Fantasy 8 Tactics and such. Okay. Okay. Sorry for being a little uncertain there. Just like having that be the first thing out of the blue, wasn't quite sure. So, I'll honor your question here properly. Sorry for the little bit of distrust there. It was just a bit odd. I had some weird people show up in YouTube Trap before, but when it comes to Final Fantasy, I've only played 14. But since you haven't played 14, I don't necessarily know how much its jobs translate between others. Yeah, we got bots and stuff sometimes. Or people that are willing to say they're under 18 when I make my stream not allowed for people under 18. Just don't say you're under 18 and then I can't do anything about it. Well, it was Affliction, Orc, Warlock, and I stopped before Warlords, unfortunately. I mean, Mr. Pandaria was a good expansion. 14 is kind of a love letter to every Final Fantasy. Yeah, I just don't know how much it translates over, because I understand that, Dark Knight in other Final Fantasy games is meant to do, like, a shit ton of damage, whereas in 14, it's a tank. But, if I were to, like, choose how I... Okay, so, if we're talking about... I'll break it down into, like, 6 answers here, considering you're like perfect thing, but also to represent me. So... for Final Fantasy XIV, my main job that I love to death, and I will continue to play so long as it's not absolutely ruined, is Warrior. I fucking love Warrior so goddamn much. I love the big, heavy weapon, never die because you're too fucking angry, and you just heal up and you shrug off all the damage. Saw how Dark Knight played in Bravely Default 2, right? Yes, I did. Yeah. It was very nice. But yeah, Warrior is like my perfect class in Final Fantasy XIV. I'm pretty sure it would translate to other Final Fantasies. Bastion as well, because fucking you're basically like a monk tank, but with shields. It's fucking awesome. If I were to choose one that represents me, I would probably go with either Sage or Bard. Because I'm not musically inclined like a Bard would be, but the attitude Bards have, I feel like I would embody pretty well. And Sage is just like... I don't know, I like the vibe of Sage. I feel like that if I were to be a healer, I would be that, or Scholar. Either of those. In terms of D&D, I'm a cleric and paladin guy. I'm not Christian or Catholic or anything like that, pagan, but I do still just love both the combination of the fantasy of being this holy warrior in service to a greater purpose. Typically, like, always of divine origin there, and being just a hero, being the good guy. And, mechanically speaking, I am very much, like, the tank support type of player. Don't get me wrong, I will very much enjoy doing lots and lots of damage, in a lot of means. I love me my Divine Smite. But... if I had to like craft a class, if I had to craft like a build, kind of like in Pathfinder 2E, I would definitely want to go for something that's like I'm like fairly mobile. I'm not slowed down a whole lot, and I'm just there to disrupt the enemy immensely, get them out of position, have them focus on me, and if they end up hurting my teammates, then I can end up giving my teammates buffs or help them take less damage. And heal them a little bit. That would be, like, the class I would want to play the most in D&D. Bards don't have to be musically inclined, they're supposed to be performers. It usually is music for that reason, but any performance should work. Well, specifically in 14, bards, like, they play instruments, they use a bow, and their fucking artifact weapon in A Realm Reborn is a harp bow. So, going off of that. And it was great too. I was just never able to get back in a while because I had a lot of things going on in my life. The Final Fantasies and Tactics, the only that I've played. World of Warcraft went on a very low downturn from Legion into Shadowlands. Legion was the best expansion in my opinion. But The War Within was pretty good. And I have not heard tales on how Midnight is, other than its story is really fucking bad. So I'm not sure on that. But yeah, so for D&D, there's my answer to you there. And I would even say that it would probably represent me pretty well because that's what I want to do. That's what I like doing a lot. But if I was to go off of, like, what represents my capabilities, again, probably Bard, but also probably mix in some Monk as well in there. I'm not at all a martial artist, but I have the thought processes that I think would, if, like, I was in a setting to get a D&D class, it would be Monk. And in World of Warcraft, I am a Pally main. Surprise, surprise. With how I describe myself in D&D, I'm a fucking Pally main. I fucking love being a holy warrior of the light, and fucking I love all the Pally subclasses. Well, fucking specializations, my bad. I fucking love I fucking love being a prop paladin, throw out the shield, just fucking interrupt 3 enemy spellcasters, stun them, have bubble, keep them taunted on me, and just have a shit ton of AoE retribution damage. Retribution Paladin, just go fucking mental, blasting Holy Light everywhere. And Holy Paladin actually wanted you to get in melee, hurt people, and you heal your allies. I fucking love it. When I get in DMing, I'm making a homebrew campaign with all sorts of fantasies, but if you really wanted to make something specific, I can make it happen. I do 3.5. Oh yeah, fucking 3.5, that is a hella fucking customizable. That's a hella fucking customizable version of D&D. I don't think I'm gonna play it that much, mainly because I don't want to have to deal with all the crunch. But if you're, like, looking in terms of making something in terms of, like, the equivalent of fan art or something, but with like a D&D build, by all means. Like, I even described the type of playstyle I would want. Like, not that slow, preferably keeping the 30... probably keeping the, like, 30 speed, if not more. My favorite races are either Aasimar or Tieflings, because I like my extraplanar entities that have the bloodline influence of, like, diametrically opposed moralities, even though that they themselves can be of whatever morality. Those are my 2 favorite races. I know, fucking simple. And, yeah, like I said, not that slow, able to disrupt enemies, be it by, like, hurting them, putting debuffs on them, moving them out of place, giving buffs to my allies and stuff like that. That's what I would like. 3.5 so crunchy, man. I couldn't stand it. I'm okay with crunch in terms of character building. I think crunch in terms of character building is perfectly fine. I very much like building out a character in a very detailed manner. I like it a fair bit. But crunch in the, like, act of playing, not so much there, because that then means as a DM I'm gonna have to, because I play on a VTT, I'm gonna have to put in all of these abilities, have to put in all these numbers, I have to account for the floating math, I have to account for all these, like, actions that aren't normally listed on their character sheets, and the players have to worry about this floating math and everything there, and just, it's not that appealing to me. Which is why I'm curious on how Blades on how Mutants and Masterminds is gonna go, because it's kind of it does seem to have some floating math, less so than 3.5, thankfully. But it's very, very crunchy on the character creation. If I wanted to see a mermaid samurai that wanted to go to school for wizardry, I mean, yeah. Possibilities are endless. Troll character is a whisper gnome monk who has a huge ginger afro. Drama theater guy who wears an opera mask and thinks himself as a hero. That's a short spirit. He's also rages. I assume you got that off of a feat then. I mean, yeah. That's about that. Oh, that's a good thing I've got water. I had looking forward to Mutants and Masterminds, though, with my play group. Okay, okay, what the fuck do I do here? Okay, actually, I think I know what I think I know what I need to do here, to make this GIF smaller, in terms of file size. I think I need to just file, close project. Yeah, just delete it. Legion thumbnail GIF. Yeah. I need to make the timeline frame rate 30 FPS instead of 60. Timeline resolution. 1280 by 720. Okay. So we'll see if this is gonna do it. Shorts. Because if I make it 30 FPS, that's literally half the frames that it has to worry about. Great Froyo ice cream debate. Don't change. I don't hate crunching character creation, but the more there is, the longer it takes to make a new character and get into the game. Like on Friday, we didn't play World of Darkness, we played Dark Heresy, and it was a game they started on a day I couldn't show up. So like, the first hour of the session was helping me make my character since we had a PDF on GM's phone rather than a book, and this was me knowing a bit of what I was doing. Bro, I had rose-tinted goggles. I had fucking rose-tinted goggles when it comes to the 40k RPGs. Because I remember having such a fucking good time loving the crunch of character creation in Dark Heresy and Black Crusade, and then I've been watching Narrative Declarations, Warham's A Chaos Odyssey. Holy fucking shit, dude. It takes fucking 15 minutes to resolve a single action in that fucking system. Even when you, like, help with these, like, automation on Foundry. Because it's a matter of, okay, I gotta check to see if I have any of these benefits here. What floating math is there? Input that. Check my degrees of success and failure. Compare that versus what my opponent rolls. Alright, we check the damage here. Let's worry about the math to see if I even do any damage. Alright, I did damage. Oh wait, there's... Now we have to consult this chart for some other thing. We also need a roll to see where we hit. And like, and if you're a... Gods forbid if you're a psyker. Like, I forgot that, like, with psychers, every time you want to do something, you have to, like, make yourself worse at it if you don't want to worry about, like, perils of the warp or anything. And you gotta, like, go through all the same processes of attacking with a weapon, but you also gotta roll for psychic phenomena, and if you get perils of the warp, you gotta roll for perils of the warp, and you gotta roll for any of the effects that come from that. Like, I love the crunch of making it, but like, the crunch of playing it? Goodness fucking gracious. I forgot. I did not realize. Me playing as Psycho was my first experience playing any TTRPG. And I mean, like, it was my first time playing a 40k game. I assume it was simplified to an extent. I mean, I'm just looking at what like how Narrative Declaration has been playing Black Crusade, and goodness fucking gracious, dude. Like, Thurston's got a pretty cool idea of what's going on, and they all got cool characters. And fucking Speaker's a fucking hilarious ass player. But oh my gosh. I would only want to like participate in a 40k RPG like Black Crusade if there was a like a damn near official system on Boundary that automated fucking everything. It's like, it just asks you for, it just asks you for the floating math, and that's literally fucking it. And then, it accounts for your degrees of success, the replaced damage, because of course you're always going to want to do the replaced damage, and the hit location, and any critical stuff that comes from that. It'll already have them make their saving throw, because, yeah, taking 15 minutes to resolve one action. Yeah. Okay, cool. Ice cream. It certainly wasn't that complex at my table. I mean, I can only say for how my nostalgia has been fucking like broken a little bit over yeah, like how my nostalgia's been broken a little bit over Narrative Declarations game. Most of what held us up was that Nurglings have resistance 8. Yeah! Nurglings. Fucking bastards. Actually, we'll do VTuber hates Omnissiah. That was our best combatant, and my damage was 1d10 plus 2. Yeah, so you had only a 30% chance to do any damage to the Nurglings. Okay. Grab that, and then... Yeah, we're gonna still go with the 500 corn dogs. Technically, Tens explode on damage rolls in 40k RPG, so at least 3 isn't the cap. But yeah, well, like I said, you had a 30% chance to do any amount of damage. That's mainly what I was going for, because if they had resistance 8 and you had +2 to damage, you had to roll a 7 or higher. So you had a 30% chance to do at least 1 damage. You get the idea. Seven, 8, 9, 10. Oh, yeah. My bad. Whoopsie. Okay. And then effects, filter. Video collage, create tile, columns, 3 rows, 1, no rounding, margins. 1055. That's what we discovered was the last one. Okay. And then tile 2. And then tile 3. And then fave lots. Actually, first off, media pool, master. That's credits. Subtitle. Okay, title, shading. Make the gradient my style of blue. Okay. And then one short. $10. Okay, and then we want you to be 3 seconds. I gotta say, this lo-fi stream here is pretty good. Pretty good. And then 2 shorts. $25. Where the fuck are you? Oh, okay, the size just got fucking entirely different there for no good reason. I don't know why the one I put in normally... Okay, so... And then back to 1 short, $10. And then, okay. Oh yeah, I put that as 2 shorts. It's 3 shorts. And then 7 shorts. 70. Okay. That's wrong. bad as his look. Okay. Maybe we actually do put those. Maybe we do put those at the top. The thing is that Pop Wobble always seems to come from the center of the screen. That's 30, not 300. Middle for when the background is blurred as shit. What? Well, me trying to blur it didn't do a whole lot to the size, really. So, I didn't delete it. Like, me blurring it? Like, already look at it. This is slow as shit. Then it gets blurred. And it's still 46 megs. So, I wonder if just the resolution stuff is gonna fix it. Lower quality thumbnail? Just meant that my suggestion was specifically for the price to be there when it was blurred. Yeah. I mean, if this is still gonna be too large, I'll try the blur thing, and if the blur thing is small enough, then I'll put the text in the center. Okay. How big is this? 54 meg. How? How in the ever-living fuck? How to upload a GIF to VGen. Oh, cool. 1 month ago. No comment. Okay, what if I rendered it as... What if I rendered it as a WebP? What if I did that? That might be how these people are doing it, because WebP is known to, like... WebP has gotta be, like, used for something, right? WebP, 106 megs, that actually made it bigger. What else do you allow, VGen? Okay, first off... $6.92, okay. That's not animated. That's not fucking animated. PNG, JPEG, PNG. Why is that not animated? Why is this not fucking animated? I nearly thought I had it when I saw that smaller file size. Yeah, it's not even animated. GIF. No. Palette generation? How does that work? Alright, that was pretty fucking quick. Alright, we're down to 27 megs. Oh goodness, that... Can WebP act like GIF? Okay, WebP can. But also... Bro, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Okay. Did that do anything? No, both of these are still too fucking big. Okay. Silver, you actually did jump scare me. Holy fucking shit there. I was just in this quiet space in my mind of being frustrated, and then all of a sudden I just hear Laplace shouting in my ear. Good. How are you? I am very annoyed that VGen's fucking upload size is 8 megabytes, and so much time of the stream has been dedicated to fixing that. Good, be afraid. I'm E. What does that mean? You're E. Are you at least ready for Monster Hunter tomorrow? Are you ready to kick Arkveld's ass? I mean... Hey, look, Azure and I have been doing our own little bits of grinding to try and make this better. Now's your chance to try and grind out whatever else you can to make it as possible. No. You gotta be ready. Oh, yeah, I think it was because I need to grind today. Yes, you do. My grind is entirely on apparently fucking this. This isn't animating. What gives? Okay, you know what? Hang on. If I drop it into VGen, how is that gonna look? Is it gonna animate on VGen? Okay, it didn't even actually upload. Awesome, cool. Bro. I should have just been playing Path of Exile. Okay, hang on. What else? What else can I possibly fucking do? Oh my gosh. Okay, what else can I do? Timeline frame rate. 30, no. Okay, alright, I'm gonna try another thing. Here. Bro, are you fucking serious? You are, as an MP4, you're already fucking telling... It's not looping. Okay, we're just gonna... At higher resolution renders? No. So if this is an MP4 that I'm uploading it as... Okay. Now what if I put it in here and I rendered it as a GIF? How would that work, huh? In, and then deliver, custom export, GIF. Cut those colors in half. Indefinite loop. Okay. MP4 to GIF thumbnail. Come on. You've got to work this way, right? You've got to fucking work. I do not have a good feeling about this, but we'll see. Nope. Okay. Alright, let's try and look online then. Let's try and look online for a GIF converter. GIF converter. Select formats. GIF. Options. Resolution. 480p. How big is this file gonna be? 8.3. 8.3. Okay, 480p, FPS, 15. Okay, so a GIF converter fucking works. 5 megs. Smallest thumbnail. How does this look? Okay, there we fucking go. It doesn't look exactly the way I wanted, but, you know. Actually, yeah, why did it get cut off like that? Hang on, yeah, wait, why? One second. Max resizes the video to fit within the width and height, but will not increase the size of the image if it is smaller than width and height. Okay, max, let's try that. And then 15. Are we looking? Are we looking good on this? 3.8 megs. Oh. Even smallerest thumbnail. How does this look? Hey, okay, there we go. That's what I've been after. Okay, fuck's sake. We're done with the fucking YouTube short one. Ah! Alright, VGen, let me fucking add one of these. You better... $70 for 7 shorts? It's 60. Did I not type in 60? Oh my gosh, am I fucking stupid? Am I fucking stupid? I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm fine. Don't worry about it. We're gonna fix it. Would you like the answer? Let's just fix that. Let's just fix that. That shouldn't be hard to fix. At least it's an easy fix, but it's the fact that I have spent the past quite literally 50 fucking minutes trying to understand why the fuck I couldn't make a GIF that was 8 megabytes or less. And then when I finally do it and I'm about to put it on the website, I have to go back and change something. That's what's tilting me. So just delete all that. Good thing I still have this side up. And then here, options, resolution 480. Scale, max, FPS 15. Cool. It's under 8 megs. True. YouTube short thumbnail. Just under, yeah. Bro, fuck, like, VGen's been really helpful for me to get work, but holy fucking shit. Fuck them for making the file upload size on this 8 megabytes. What the fuck do you mean 8 goddamn megabytes? It's good. Now, why is it black? Why? Okay, I know why. It's because of that. It's because I forgot to delete this. It's because I forgot to delete that. It's fine. It's fine. I just keep encountering problem after problem after problem. Okay. Put that back in. Can't believe I've been on this I can't believe I've been on this wild gift chase for the past hour, dude. Like, fuck me. Truest. And this should be it. The culmination of an hour's work. Yes. There we fucking go. It's done. Just gotta put it on fucking VGen now. Okay, so I've also made much better shorts at this point here, so we're gonna just pull up my YouTube real quick. We're gonna pull up my YouTube real quick and put in some more up-to-date shorts for representing how I am as an editor. Right, I was about to go to my fucking files. I need to go to my YouTube page. YouTube uploads. We'll just put that off to the side on the main monitor here so I can just copy the links. Shorts. So... yeah, we're not going to look at the ones that are the most high-performing. We're going to look at the ones that I think represent my style best. Oh yeah, definitely Jar Jar Lucky. Definitely that. Then the time distortion one. Let me go to Arjun's channel. Go to Arjun's channel real quick. What shorts of her? What was the last short that she uploaded that I made? Okay, the unspeakable hello. She didn't upload the fucking Jeffrey Bezos one yet. God damn it. Fucking damn it, dude. Oh, that's one I would have liked to have uploaded. I would have liked to select here. Ah, well. Then, yeah, no, that's Snacky's. That Snacky's one I think is, still a fine enough representation. This is good. That's good. This is good. What are the ones of mine are, like, the most representative of my style? I mean, definitely my fucking anti-Omnissiah one. I think that was funny. And we'll move that up. Oh, stop. Stop. Honestly, we can get rid of the Dark and Darker one. The sad thing is that these are all mine. Because Arjun is waiting for thumbnails on her Dark Souls videos to upload those videos and then have the shorts be related, like, be related content. Can always add it later, obviously. I mean, she's mainly just waiting on... yeah, she's just waiting on the thumbnails. Okay, yeah, there we go. That's gonna get people's attention far more. So, now let me just go to VGen and see if people have the same type of thing when it comes to VOD editing. Yeah, that's VOD scrubbing. That's TikTok Reels. Yeah, a lot of this is VOD scrubbing. Saw VOD editing one. I mean, like, a lot of these are... I mean, like... I'm looking here to... like, a lot of these are VOD scrubbing and editing. I'm just looking to see... like, I'm mainly looking to see how they'd handle their thumbnails. To see how I want to handle mine. And these seem to be more, like, directly... like, just graphics on, like, how they do their VOD scrubbing and everything there. Advanced edit from VODs. Okay. Okay, that seems to be a way. This person hasn't gotten a lot of work, though. The very least reviews. I probably want to separate my VOD scrubbing as a service then. Yeah, I probably want to do separate my VOD scrubbing as a service. Should have memorized the account name when you were scroll past it. That's fine. I mean, people are also just using actual videos that they worked on. Nivi? Oh yeah, VOD. I mean, yeah, that's editing, but again, like, the thumbnail here, it's just, like, one of the videos they worked on. So, for me to use mine... I can actually add my how... Checking for the thumbnail work, yeah. Actually, I can put my Nikkei video on there now. That's definitely my fucking... That's statistically and emotion... That's statistically my second best video ever, but emotionally, it is my best video ever. Now, question for you guys. What seems more grabbing of a thumbnail? Like, imagine you're swimming through a sea of thumbnails that are, you know, like, over-edited, possibly even animated. Which of my two thumbnails here do you think is actually gonna make you think, I want to see what this person's service is all about? The Persona one, of which is better, or the Nikkei and the Male Glaze? Persona sells. Yeah, okay. Because I can just use, I can't just use the thumbnails of my videos to act as a thumbnail for here, so, yeah. The Sora one could work too. It could, actually. Han did a really fucking good job with this thumbnail, by the way. Han, she's very good. I think we'll move it up. At least in terms of searching. Yeah. Off stream, I'm gonna separate the editing into a VOD scrubbing service. Because if I'm just simply not getting work on VOD scrubbing, then I should make a VOD scrubbing. Yeah, I should make a VOD scrubbing thumbnail. Maxwell costume has indeed been revealed as the August Pass skin. Apparently an emergency update? Oh. Huh. Interesting that they were doing that before any, like, rated content came out. Like, not Union Raid, not Co-op, not Solo Raid. So an emergency update, huh? Okay. Well, at least now I'm more likely to, at least I'm much more likely to get work with my shorts. As for the long form one, not so much. It was a very brief one when I booted up. Notice on what it was for. Also, I still need to fucking open up a shop. I still haven't figured out how to do a proper JoJo's edit. Cause I'll show you guys. I'll show you guys the closest I've gotten to making a JoJo aura. Cause that's something I have been wanting to fucking make ever since I started making this commissioned content. So let me file, close project, delete it. I think about JoJo's and it would be King Crimson's time skip from part 5. Well, it's specifically the JoJo aura. You know, like how all of, like, the stand aura. That's what I've been wanting to do ever since I got the pro version of DaVinci. Where is it? It's here somewhere. Oh yeah, this is an edit that I recently added because of what Argent requested. 1 second.
Oh, hey, Han.
This isn't what I'm looking for.
I'm back.
This is what I'm trying to do.
Epic anime battle with this man.
But I thought it was fun. Is it over here? Yes, it's over here. Okay, yeah, so... Let it
walk at him.
Let it play once.
Maybe you can sneak up in.
Yeah, okay, so... I know that was kind of laggy, but hopefully... Now you guys can see what I mean.
Yeah, do you want to stab him?
Just anime
So this is the closest I've gotten to a JoJo aura. It's still not quite right.
Oh.
It's still not quite right. And, like, this is the closest I have gotten to it. This is a fucking complicated-ass web on my fucking node tree here. I had to put this clip 3 fucking times. The mask of that... Like, look at this shit. No wonder my shit fucking lags. And I'm looking to see if there's a more efficient way I can make this work. Because what this process effectively does is that it masks out specifically Han's character here, like its own thing, and then we apply on one layer to it. Yeah, we apply on one layer to it mainly to give it this warble effect with the glow. But I can't get it to match, you know, like, how we see in JoJo's. This is as close as I've got. It's really hard to replicate a stand aura because it changes each part. Well, no, here's the thing. You can like, it's not that hard to actually make a stand aura. Because I'll show you what I googled to learn how to do this. To learn how to do something like this. How to make anime aura DaVinci Resolve. This tutorial right here. This is actually a pretty good tutorial on how to do an aura. Like, I'm not gonna react to the whole video, but yeah, like you see that? You see how, like, this
I am happy with the current look, so I will skip the step.
Yeah, 1 second.
This is the final look.
Like, you see how this looks? This is the kind of aura I'm wanting to do. It's not necessarily JoJo's, but I could, like, mess with the colors and everything to make it like that. This tutorial would show me how to do it. But the problem is, this tutorial only fucking works with a goddamn... yeah, this tutorial only works with a goddamn still image. It does not work with a masked, like, moving thing. Actually, hang on. I may have just come to a realization. Hang on. I got an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea! So... we're just gonna make a timeline here. We're gonna copy paste it. We're gonna copy paste this. And then reset fusion composition. And then decompose in place using clips only. I want to try and I have an experiment. I have an experiment I want to try. Because I've been doing so the whole way that I typically isolate Argent in hand for certain jokes that I have, or like even myself, is to use the magic mask tool in the fusion page. But that's very intensive on my computer. But on the color page, they also have a magic mask tool. And because they also have a magic mask tool, it works a lot better. And so what I want to see what I can do here is if I mask it out and then turn it into a compound clip, will that work? Sup, Lucky? Hey, Red Dragon, welcome. Auto Train is so fucking nice. I just ended up getting a sick-ass Baksheen parent. Hell yeah, brother. Nice. Oh. Add alpha output. Then... you got a mouse tool. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's a way to put it. So, we're gonna do better, because we're gonna turn this into a comp... Okay, actually, we want it to be faster, because it's isolated around the thing. Okay. So we mask it... Ooh. Okay. It's not great, but also at the same time, the shot was already, like, not fantastic for what I wanted to do. But I want to see if it works. That was for the update. They had to fix skills that targeted cores against material H in Indivilia, an issue where the cores of Mono-Eyes and Passerbys couldn't be attacked, and fixed Indivilia's mechanics in the Solary Museum, so her true core is only activated once the core of the other parts destroyed. Okay. Alright, so, yeah, we have this now. And then we turn it into a compound clip. So... Are you transparent? Are you transparent? That's the next thing I need to know. Because if you are transparent... No, you're not. You're solid black. Actually, no, hang on. The fucking background's also solid black. Okay, cool. Okay, cool. This should fix some of my issues then. Okay. Because the whole problem was having the magic mask interfere, so... yeah, it is now just entirely this. So, what this should mean... is we have this here, and this... if I remember correctly on how he did it, I want to see if I can work off of memory here. And then light power. Okay, no refraction. Offset. No offset. Spread. In an era where shorter tracks and front pace are king, and a 5 power, 3 wit, 4 sprint with both front and pace skills on the parent is so nice. Hell yeah. Fucking hell yeah. Okay, I think now what we do is we put a glow on this. Glow? Is that what we do? No, I don't think that's it. Because we basically treat this as a still image as far as the tutorial goes. Okay, actually, you know what? We're gonna be a little React Andy and watch a tutorial here, because if I can make this... because if I can make this a preset, I can actually, like, if I can figure out how to make this happen, I can sell it on DaVinci for, like, $1. And I don't know if DaVinci is actually going to push me more into discoverability if I have an open shop, but at the very least have an option, and you're like, you know, the odd person here or there spending $1 on this preset. Like, absolutely hell yeah.
So we want to make it a mayo red. Just like this.
You are in right place. Keep watching.
I am just using an image, but the process is exactly the same for video clip. You just need to erase the background. If you don't know how to do that, check out my anime character Glow.
I don't like how this... I forgot how this guy's entirely in my fucking left audio channel. God damn it.
Let's right-click the new fusion composition. Play with detail contrast.
Okay, fast noise. Fast noise. That's what we want to fucking do here first. Okay, so fast noise. No, fucking... Connect the fast noise to the displace. Seed rate. Could be how his video explorer or something, because I hear him out on my left side too. Yeah. Well, I mean, I've watched it before, but I forgot. Okay, so... So, you can see the fucking, like, fast noise affecting the whole screen. I don't want it to affect the whole screen. I want it to affect just this. That's the problem. Settings? No. Image. What if I did it like this? Because what if I did it like this? At this point, we're now experimenting. I gotta share a thing about the Halo remake. I think I've seen it on Twitter. Is it the fact that they they put yellow paint on the fucking invisible enemies? Not the paint. Well, you get the idea. Like they check other games channel. Okay. What'd you put? Well, okay, so you don't know then, Azure. Yellow paint is a term that is basically just to loudly show the player, hey, look at this, interact with this, in terms of game design, which is why the term yellow painted the invisible enemies, which means they defeated the point of having the enemies be invisible. Keep forgetting it's a full term now and just used for direction markers. Yeah. Which is why I use that term. Want to know who can think for this bullshit? Darkside Phil? Is that the dude that like is IGN journalist level bad and he gets pissed with the game because he refuses to actually understand it? Yes? Ah, okay. Yes. Oh, also, hello, Sai. I got a little bit of work done on the Shy Lady video. We did a good bit of the stream, like, setting up something for my VGen, and now I'm, like, doing an I'm doing a little bit of an experiment. I'll show you the progress I've made so far. I can actually even ask you a question real quick. Open recent project. Shy Lily video. Yeah, so for, yes, please. Yeah, so for those... Oh. Da Vinci. Hold up. Give it a moment. Some gaming conference showed footage from one of his streams of God of War 2018 being confused on where to go as the example why they decided to add the yellow paint. Bro, that guy is so fucking obnoxious. Okay, yeah. It's not a Da Vinci problem, this is a my computer problem. One moment. Did also link you some stuff about half an hour ago before I realized you were live. No worries. What'd you send me? Oh yeah, rules references. Oh yeah, the question I was gonna ask is, first of all, I'll show you what I currently have worked on. So far, I've spliced up the audio, shaved off about a minute of just silences, and compiled, just associated footage here. And I've grabbed some stuff for points that I knew was going to be doing. And so, the question I was going to ask you was, how much of any of your talking points were you okay with just having, like, your avatar on a simple background? Within the chapters yet? No worries. Like, that's actually very easily resolved now that I have Studio. But yeah, how much of it were you wanting to just have your avatar talking on like a simple background, or something? Kind of like how because you even said you wanted to be a little bit like Pointy Hat's videos, where he is also just kind of in the void a little bit. Cause there are some points in your voiceover that I can associate with the clips you've provided. However, a lot of these clips are also pretty short, so I don't know how well I'll be able to have them all fit. I understand that you were uploading them all to fit within VGen's 8 megabyte limit, and because we do have that shared Google Drive, if you have these clips at like longer versions, feel free to share them there. But that's why I'm curious. Limit scared me. Bro, that's why I spent an hour just trying to make a fucking thumbnail to advertise my YouTube short editing better. Because I was just like, how the fuck do I make a GIF that's 8 megabytes or less? Turns out the answer is make an MP4 and use an online converter to turn it into a GIF. It was really fucking stupid. So yeah, first of all, if you've got longer versions of these clips that you think are going to be better used than just, like their 5-second versions, by all means. Also led by the tool I was using online. It gave me so few uses I had to be very conservative. I will DM you the YouTube to MP4 converter I use. And if you don't feel safe using a converter, then you can just download OBS and full screen the YouTube video and just record it that way. It does mean if you have only one monitor, you're gonna have to be just attentive to what you're recording, but otherwise. So yeah, there you go. In case you want to provide longer clips, I've already been using Shy Lily's lore videos, and also just like goodness fucking gracious, I did not realize that her second lore video was 20 minutes long. Like, that was a whole fucking, like, episode of an anime that she had there. But, yeah, as for the main question here, how much of this are you okay with your character being just, like, yourself in the void? Kind of like Pointy Hat, because, like I said, I know you were referring to his style of video a little bit, where he's also in the void. Obviously, I wouldn't be using, like, the black background. I would, like, try and maybe make a minor animated one, or grab some papyrus or something, but either way. Because I'll definitely be, like, scrounging through what you provide, and maybe even, like, make some basic motion graphics using the Eidolon and the Summoner tokens that you provided. Avatar in the background was the intention for most of it, though when there are references to rules, some text on the screen, or simple diagrams using the clip, art tier, X pointing at Y thing, or minor aura animation to show powering up and stuff like that. Okay, that works well. That, since that now know that's your intention, I at the very least can feel better on you having that. So yeah, I at the very least can think of a few things to do in terms of maybe grab some memes or something, because I know you in your reference, to where the fucking idol, the summoner can look through the Eidolon's eyes, even if they're on the other side of a wall. And I was just thinking of the fucking SpongeBob meme of you, me, and this brick wall you built between us. You also just learned how to better do auras. Efficient stream indeed. Well, I was working on an experiment. It was an experiment to figure out how to do it, which I'm now gonna go back to, because if I can make this into a preset to sell on VGen, then I don't know if VGen's gonna put me further into the discovery algorithm, because it looks as though VGen does truly shuffle who it shows off. So there's no bias or anything there, at least as far as I can tell. But also at the same time, it can't hurt to have a preset that I'll sell for $1, and any aspiring editors are gonna be like, "Oh, hey, I like that. I like that." So, yeah, I was trying to experiment with this. But throughout the week, I will still be working more on your video site. Do not worry. I've learned that I can't just hard focus on one project at a time. Last week, I just hard focused entirely on Argent's stuff until when I was done, and then on Friday, I finally worked on my own video. I'm kind of having to go one person's project, my stuff. One person's project, my stuff. One person's project, my stuff. And my stuff can even include D&D. Yeah, it was one of those things, trying to think of specific series or clips to use to draw video clips from was hard at the time. I was thinking of stories where people have monsters and sidekicks that aren't Pokemon. I mean, you fucking referenced Blue Dragon. I haven't watched Blue Dragon, but that's something. Obviously, JoJo's. JoJo's is a perfect example of an Eidolon, honestly. Fucking Shaman King. Shaman King is also a great example. How did I miss JoJo's? Bruh. Hey, now you have all of fucking, 6 point whatever amount of Part 7 is currently out of JoJo's to reference. Blue Dragon also varies between the anime and game versions of how shadows work. Also, Digimon. he did grab a Digimon clip. Digimon Tamers Biomerge. I did get one clip of Digimon. Yeah. What other shows did I... What other pieces of media do I know that are that would represent an Eidolon summoner? I mean, Bakugan, maybe? Was meant to be merging with the Eidolon. I'll be like, yep, and that... I looked for your specific point in the voiceover where you said that, and I knew that was literally the square piece goes in the square hole. Bit there. That was easily handled. Everything else, I'm just everything else, the executive dysfunction was just which one does this work well? Does this work? It goes in the square hole. Yeah, what other piece of media do I think of that would work with how Eidolons are? I mean, yeah, like I said, no, not really Fate. Fate isn't like that. For the anime, the shadows have their own personalities and sentience and are able to speak to their partners and each other. In the video games, shadows can't speak and are basically just extensions of their user. Huh. Weird how they have that discrepancy. of the square hole clip I figured was Cinderella clip referring to the transmutation explanation, and the Harry Potter clip being for conjuration at least. Yeah, I was thinking like, is that what he was is that what he meant? But I have yet to put those in, cause executive dysfunction is a fucking bitch, let me tell you. Cause whereas before, you were very specific on what you wanted, and so I had a very clear line to follow. It was just I had to work on finding other stuff. Whereas here, you've given me plenty of stuff to have, but it's more open, and I'm just like, hang on, which do I want to do? And that's a me thing. That's not a you problem. You don't gotta worry about that. Okay, so... Hang on. How does it look when I do it like this? Okay, that's not quite right. No, that doesn't look quite right. No, that's not it. Okay. I did also see there was like some type. Oop. Fix that. I'll try to find a better middle ground if we work together again in the future. I am perfectly down for that. I've definitely liked the ideas of what you've had in these videos so far. Ooh! Okay, how do I? Okay, what do I do for this? Yeah, because I want it to only be around you. Okay, actually, hang on. What if I did it like... Oh! Oh! Hang on. Do we got something here? Okay. It's looking like the fast noise is on top of them. Okay, the offset does nothing. Actually, center? No, that's not doing anything. XY? No. But yeah, you've definitely got good ideas with the videos, and I am still more than happy to get plenty of work. I just hope that I can make something that is worthwhile. Okay, so... And if we just had this on top, how does that look? Okay, that doesn't work. Happy to hear it? Yeah. Okay. Let's reference back to that tutorial. Yeah, I'm revealing the thing I used. So, fast noise, display, soft glow. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna just mute this tab because I don't want to hear this guy's explanation in just my left ear. So he lowered the Y refraction on the X and Y. Okay, already this is looking like a boiling thing. Myths Batman video got 666 views. Hey! It doesn't sound like a lot, but YouTube standards for a video that didn't get any attention by the talents, that's much better than I ever anticipated. I mean, hey, that is genuinely pretty good. Cause fucking my videos, don't really crack 500 unless they are, you know, like a true deep, like, thing. Like fucking, like, Kingdom Hearts videos, about like 300 views. Horror game videos, very variable. My Persona video, unfortunately, it's my best performing video. It's 70k. My Nikke video, however, the one that I'm most proud of, 17k, and like those are outliers. So yeah, when you get a video that does really good compared to the rest of everything else, hell yeah, dude, it's a great feeling. Okay, so we have this. What is, and the seethe rate? Okay, the seethe rate's pretty fucking high. What if I think he just had it at 0.2. We can go higher. 0.4. Okay, yeah. That Nikke Father's Day-ish video is so fucking good, man. I am incredibly fucking proud of it. It's a shame that it didn't. It's a shame that I didn't. That I am like 99% sure that I didn't win at fucking all on the Creator Club contest. But I mean, when you're dealing with, you know, like Asian accounts that like have massive followings and they specifically are like, hey guys, do this and I'll do this for you or something, even if it's a fucking tier list video. Yeah, I'm gonna get blood out of the water. But I'm still happy I made it. The big one after this would be a takedown video on Mouse, where I go into the inner machinations of hell, and unusual for Theed's character, will likely have a bit of a crash out. A bit. Is it because you disagree? Is it because you disagree with how it's portrayed or something? Okay, so this is where he adds glow. I think it's soft glow he added. Okay, gain? You didn't advertise it much on the official Discord, like I said. Oh, no, oh, yeah. Constantine of the Wild who saw the video and they loved it. I'll actually talk about that a little bit. You'd basically be like, no, this little girl is not in charge of hell. I've met the guy who is and he ain't her. That's good. I think that'd be good. But yeah, now let me tell you about what happened when it came to me trying to advertise on the fucking official Discord. So, I'll even show a little bit of the official Discord here. So, okay. I'll show you guys here. So, we have community, CD keys, lore, story spoilers, creator media, and art. And so, I wasn't sure necessarily which channel to put it in. Wasn't really sure. Okay, I'm glad I saw that. Yeah, so in here, this is just like where anybody puts anything that's like Nikke media. And creator media is specifically if you're in the Discord's Creator Club program, which you have to contact one of their moderators for that. And I asked, okay, how do I join this? And they gave an explanation. And it turns out I really couldn't join the Creator Club program here. And so I was just like, I don't know how much of exactly any like conflict I'm gonna get in, or how much anybody's gonna see it. Now, granted, I should have probably still put it in media anyways, but it just didn't work out there. But even then, I think I would get at most like 100 more views. But like, the #1 video on the Creator Club got like 12,000. And it was a fucking tier list in an Asian language. Was it like one of those, oh, we don't basically invite you, we'll do that if you've already made it sort of situation? Let me go. Did I delete the conversation I had with the person? No, I did not. Okay. I'm not gonna show them on Discord so that way people don't just do anything. Yeah, but I said, hi, I recently joined the official Discord because I recently put a log form video about Nikkei and wasn't sure which media channel to post in. So I asked how to get content creator role, and the moderators told me I could message you or this other moderator. So how does that go down? Hi, thanks for reaching out. The creator role is for our Discord exclusive creator program that is completely different from the creator club, so unfortunately, we can't use that role. Okay, then I guess it'd just be normal media channel? And what is the process for the Discord creator program? Yes, that is the case. Right now, we aren't actively recruiting, but normally once a quarter, we go through all Creator Hub submissions and try to look for new potential creators for our program. And so, I don't know if they're going to be looking at anything on the quarter 3. Yes, quarter 3. Did you apply at least? Well, you don't apply for the, yeah, it even said right here. We aren't actively creating. Normally once a quarter we go through full Creator Hub submissions. Sounds like you learned. Yeah, I can't apply to the Discord Creator Club. I could apply to the normal Creator Club to where, you know, like, it's recognized by Shift Up. And, you know, like, you can get money for it. If you get enough votes. But I don't know if they're going to be looking, like, once this quarter is over, if they're going to be looking at the 3.5 submissions, or if they're just going to be looking at the quarter 3 submissions. Because I don't have a video for the quarter 3 creator contest. If they are looking at the 3.5, maybe they'll contact me. If they aren't, then, well, kind of SOL on that. Now, granted, I still should have posted it in the media channel, and maybe I would have gotten about, I don't know, maybe 100 more views, like 50 more votes, maybe. But even then, like, as much as every little bit helps, it ultimately means nothing when the top creators are, you know, like, in the tens of thousands of votes. Have you applied to the Shift Up one? Yes, I applied to the Shift Up one, I uploaded it, and that's how you guys were able to vote on it. I think I ended that with like 500 some odd votes. Which made me feel really good. Especially given how well received the video was, like, on YouTube. But, like I said, yeah, not gonna win. Honestly, as much as I understand in some spaces why it happens, these rich get richer sorts of spaces really piss me off. It's not even a matter of... It doesn't feel like a rich gets richer, but it is kind of like that just endless loop. It is just kind of like that endless loop where it is basically the people who have a super large following are gonna get the most votes, and that means they're gonna win. And the people like me are gonna just have to first work up in the first place, and it's incredibly fucking difficult. But hey, I am still proud of my Nikkei video. I'm not gonna let not winning $200 take that away from me. Does how does stroke work with this? Yes, actually. It actually does work. Holy shit. Wait a motherfucking second, dude. Be proud, you are strong. Says the Korean who made a who to pull tier list. Looks at me with the single tear in my eye. It really is like I'm Jogo and they're Gojo. Holy shit, dude. Did I actually fucking crack the code? Did I actually fucking crack the code? Okay, hang on. Now I gotta look at this on the other side. What if I connect the outer stroke to this? Will that work? Oh my gosh, does it work? Holy shit, does it actually fucking work? Oh my gosh, does it the Da Vinci Code? The Da Vinci Spaghetti Code? Okay. Okay, hang on. By Jove, he's done it. Okay, wait a second. Even the music's kind of, like, fitting for this. Wait a second. Hang on. And then we turn this up. We're just gonna set it to 1. So that way it, like, seethes upwards. Okay. And so, what we do now... Yeah, already that's looking a lot like what I want it to be. Okay. And then we just put one on top, and we reset the fusion composition. Okay, and actually, we want to make this just ever so slightly bigger. We want to make it ever so slightly bigger. Okay, not quite. I mean, it does seem to look pretty, yeah. The only thing left I need to figure out how to do is just to see how I can get it to expand even farther out. So I think all I gotta do for the outer stroke here is just up this. Yeah. It's not perfect. Actually, hang on. What if I then put just a normal outer stroke on this? Gaussian. Make it the same color. Actually, make it a lighter color. And then... That's pretty close to a Giorgio-style aura. I gotta be real with you. That's pretty fucking close. Like, it's not perfect because it's like... Yeah, okay. There we fucking go, dude. Literally, the way I fucking cracked the code. Color page, magic mask. There we fucking go, dude. I finally fucking figured out how to do my JoJo aura that I've been wanting to do for months. Look at that. Now granted, this isn't, you know, like, the best shot to represent it with, because, of course, this is like Argent's character obstructing his hands, but... Let's take these. Oh. Turn that up one more. And then... Oh yeah, I forgot. We don't need to worry. We can cancel. We can reset your fusion composition. Oh. Okay. Well, I did forget
Hey,
that.
Do you wanna stab him?
Just anime walk at him.
Yeah, I did forget that I also changed the zoom on that. But it does. It looks right. It looks right. There we fucking go. So, to now just lock this in my brain and to act as a tutorial for anybody else who comes upon this stream. So, if you have the studio version of DaVinci Resolve and you want to make your own proxy of a JoJo aura, what you want to do is that you want to grab whatever piece of footage you have. You want to isolate it. Then you want to go to the color page and you want to use its magic mask feature. Do the magic mask, click on this to render magic mask in place, then make it a compound clip. Take it into the fusion page. And you want the nodes to look like this. You want to do that. You want to have your foot, you want to have your now transparent thing. You want to go into effects, go to templates, look up outer stroke, apply that. Have the outer stroke first connect to the displace, and then connect it to the mask of fast noise. You can mess with the fast noise and display settings as you desire, and then you connect it to your meteor outer stroke, make it whatever color you want, and bada bing, bada boom, you got your aura. You want to emphasize the outline of the person while they have the aura, just copy it, reset the fusion composition, give it another outer stroke, and wham bam, there's your man. I'm actually so fucking satisfied, dude. You have no idea. I am genuinely so fucking happy with the fact that I finally learned how to do this. And, like, it actually looks good, too. It actually looks like this evil, smoky aura. I can definitely mess with, like, the seethe rate, and the display strength, but that's just for, like, a case-by-case basis. Now if I have a JoJo, like, a bit where I want to have someone, be like a JoJo character, then I now know how to do it. I see Purple Blob. Is this an art stream? I mean, the only reason I didn't put it under Twitch is because I don't necessarily know if doing video editing grunt work counts as art. But, since you just got here, Neo, I have finally learned how to do a JoJo aura! I've been wanting to learn how to do this for fucking months, and I did it. It's art. I think editing is art. Okay. I wasn't sure if it would be, like, generally considered that or not. Yeah, look at that. It genuinely does look like a JoJo aura. I mean, hell. Yeah, like, I hardly need to do anything else. Again, not the best shot for it, but genuinely, though. Beautiful! Okay. So, now that I've got the grunt work done for my VGen, I have done my experiment. The next thing to do is probably to just make something. Get some progress done on something. You know, I'll show you guys the... I'll show you guys the work I've got done on my Birth by Sleep video so far. Come on, DaVinci, don't crash. Off to bed, have fun with work. I think I actually will this time round. Thank you for stopping by, Sai. And thank you for answering my questions. So yeah, I'll show you. I'll show you guys what I have so far.
You know what I like about Kingdom Hearts? It's the constant theming of friendship. It feels nice to know that there are people you can mutually cherish and go to the ends of the world for. But you know what's even better than stories about friendship? Tragedies. And do you know what's better than tragedies? Tragic stories about friendship. Welcome to Kingdom Hearts, Conception by Catnap, Gestation by Drowsiness, Birth by Sleep. Coming in at the 4th entry to the series that's playable today without any complications, we take a look at the creative yet clunky card system of Chain of Memories and give it the flashy fun factor of Kingdom Hearts 2. And we get something that is just barely crossing the line to being good. But ultimately, I don't necessarily come to Kingdom Hearts for the gameplay, although I will jump ship if it becomes unbearable. I'm here for the story, and that gets an even bigger twist on it than I'd say the gameplay has. Instead of continuing on with the story,
I also like how I've just
making
synced
sure
up
that
the
he's
audio.
most special boy in all
Completely
the
by
universe,
accident, by the way.
we gotta go back to the past, if you will, and focus on the misadventures of a small group of friends that make up 75% of the elements, and yet still bring it back to Sora. That aside, though, after having gone through Birth by Sleep, I can confidently say that the story of Kingdom Hearts isn't convoluted. You just gotta play 4 games to get a lot of payoffs. But oh baby, are these payoffs worth it? So, how about we take a dive into the heart of this game and see all that's beautiful, all that is ugly, and all that is new with Kingdom Hearts Birth by Sleep.
Before I go, let me ask: do you think I should record dialogue to voice the chapter titles? No, I actually think that it's a much nicer flow to just have it be the normal, just like you just keep explaining it. You've moved the conversation along in a very decent way. So I don't think you need to like in the video. I don't think we need to in the video break it up into the chapters with you saying that. You can do it on the on YouTube, but I don't think it needs to be done in the video itself. Yeah, yeah, this was the intro, and then I've got this much done in, like, a day. That was one of the few parts I was unsure about. Yeah, I think it's better to just have the nice stream of consciousness. Like, the formats that I did for my videos before was, like, hard segmenting, like, here's the gameplay, here's the story, here's the characters. Which, for, like, a hard analysis, like the Persona stuff, yeah, that's necessary. But I think just a nice stream of, like, going topic to topic to topic without, like, actually declaring your segmenting is overall better. That's my own tastes.
We begin our prequel story with a flashback. We find the first of our 3 protagonists, Ventus, being taken to the Destiny Islands by a hooded old man that seems totally trustworthy. I mean, just look at him. The embodiment of altruism.
For real, goodbye.
The first
Have a good
question
night.
that
Sleep
popped
well.
into my mind was, hang on, doesn't Ventus look a lot like Roxas? And he does, but we'll get into that. The second question that popped into my mind, because I know who this old man is, was, okay, but why are you old now? And you're tall, dark, and begrudgingly handsome in the present. And don't worry about that either, because we'll also get to that. But for now, Ventus has a serious heart condition. It's fucking broken. Luckily, though, a new heart has come to his aid, offering that they join themselves together. In doing so, Ventus's heart is fully restored and he uses his Keyblade? Yeah, as it turns out, it's not just Sora, Riku, and Mickey that have Keyblades, but they're just a general type of weapon that a whole group of people use, who are called Keyblade Masters, or aspirants in the case of Ventus.
Only one! Only one! Only one! Only one! Only one! Only one!
At first, it seemed...
Can't help but wonder if you'd enjoy Terra's playthrough more now that you have a better grasp of the command melding system. I don't think so. I mean, like, objectively, yes, I would, because I would know how to play the game better. But at the end of the day, Terra still suffers from having no iframes on his dodge, and the game still suffers from having no recovery frames after you getting hit. So, at the end of it all, as much as I would make Terra more powerful and I would be better leveled for the fights, I don't think I would enjoy it that much more. Roxas has a heart condition. It's fucking broken. So Ventus is he's how? I like the heart condition, but that felt vaguely Maxor inspired. No, actually, I wasn't thinking of Maxor when I wasn't thinking of Maxor when I did that. Although if it's Maxor code, then I'll take that as a compliment. I actually was thinking of Barney. I was thinking of Barney and Russian Badger when I did this bit.
Fucking broken. Luckily, though.
And if we go on from here, only one.
First, it seemed weird that a choosy magical artifact could be so numerous, but I think reframing it that any person who's worthy of a Keyblade or goes through the process to receive it is a perfectly fine thing to do, despite the slightly frightening implications that are created when you have many, many people that have the ability to open and close people's hearts like how we've seen previously.
So the reason I have it, like, blurred out on the edges here and I've, like, just fucking butchered it like this is because I was fucking stupid and really, really bad with managing my files that were my recordings, both on Steam and with OBS. And so I have like 40% of all of what I should have, and none of it was actually named properly. So past me was a fucking dumbass, and now current me is suffering for it, and I'm having to make do. And I don't want Twitch chat showing up in the video as much as I can help it. I think you could have used the clip of Ansem Riku using the Keyblade on Maleficent. I could have. But I'm I don't know how high quality of a clip I could find on YouTube, because in an effort to save space on my computer, I delete footage from my recordings of 2 games ago when it comes to Kingdom Hearts. So I don't have any more Kingdom Hearts 1 or Chain of Memories footage on my computer. I only have Kingdom Hearts 2 and Birth by Sleep, as well as the movies.
That are created when you have many, many people that have the ability to open and close people's hearts like how we've seen previously. Anyways, back to Ventus. Once we see his heart be healed, we see him wake up in his room in the Land of Departure, where he wants to see a meteor shower and has to run to get to a better spot. Along the way, we get through the basic tutorial on how you move, attack, and use commands. And what are commands? Well, remember when I said they took the card system of Chain of Memories, but gave it the Kingdom Hearts 2 fun and
yeah, here comes
upgrade?
A bit that I'm really happy with.
Well, keep that in mind, because we'll get to that. But, once again, back to Ventus. Once we get through that tutorial, we're joined by the other members of Earth, Wind, and Wait. Terra and Aqua, who are both due to undergo their final test to become Keyblade Masters. From the outset, you can already tell the dynamics we've got going on here. Terra is the big dumb strong guy with a heart of gold, Ventus is the eager and clueless little brother, and Aqua is the group mom who has to clean up after the messes that the other two make.
And that's all I have so far. I very much am tickled by my fucking Earth, Wind, and Fire joke here. I'm sure you used your Kingdom Hearts 1 video. Could clip the video of it. We'll see after I read your suggestion here that I see you have. Actually, you know, I'll just look at it. I'll look for it right now. Videos, finish projects. Kingdom Hearts review. Kingdom Hearts review. Kingdom Hearts 1 review. This was like
If you spend
a year and a half ago.
grinding every single ability and figuring out their weird EXP requirements, you can unlock abilities the game thinks should be optional, like dodging.
Yeah, that does sound pretty stupid of a game. Understand the story and have my thoughts be. Wow, immediately, my energy is so fucking different between these two. Holy shit. Continue the Earth, Wind, and Fire bit. Cut off at Do You Remember? And put a barely visible Shion. That's an overall good joke. That is definitely an overall good joke. I appreciate that joke immensely. But I don't think it plays well with the actual, like, context of what I'm talking about, which is, you know, like, we're joined by the other members of Earth, Wind, and Fire. Because I also really like, you know, as soon as we hit the, like, boop, you know, like, the boop, do you remember? Like, the music just hard cuts, and we, like, right here.
Terra and Aqua.
Yeah, like, the music does have that, like, last beep, and, like, having Terra and Aqua there, I think just hits well, especially considering it's their swords clashing. And, it, like, Shion is not really relevant to this. Well, it has nothing to do with Birth by Sleep anyways. Yeah. It's a very good joke. It just is a joke that does not fit in this part of the video. I'm still overall pretty happy with it. Alt version is a short. Okay. Yeah, okay. We can do that. We can do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That'll be among the wave of shorts that I, like, make when this video is done. Cause, you know, like, you guys know how I operate. As soon as a whole video is made, I, like, make as many shorts as I can from it to, you know, like, that are just bits and pieces from that video to draw people into watching the whole thing. Alright, now before I... Oh my gosh, I have so many fucking tabs. Now, I should also mark the size of video as work in progress. Do you remember? With a fading echo and a faint image of Shion appearing on screen before the short cuts out. Yeah. Yeah, hang on. But as part of something to help me decide on what we're going to do for the rest of the stream, on whether or not it's going to be working on this video, or a short, or I do some Mutants and Masterminds prep, I need to look at my bank account. Okay. Who will I have ice cream with? Oh, right, yeah, I was fucking looking to see if in here I have a clip of Riku stabbing Maleficent. You know, actually, it may not actually be the most effective to look through Windows Media Player, which is fucking garbage. Maybe I should actually just put it in here. Because what's another piece of media for me to potentially reference? Well, I can't afford the assets that I was looking at to prepare for Mutants and Masterminds. But this is more interesting than just putting in maps. Just mute that real quick. Okay, well that's Maleficent's heart being opened. Oh yeah, it's me fucking... Oh my gosh. the fucking Gummyverse. I mean, it's still a silly joke, but my delivery could have been so much fucking better on that. The properties of both rubber and gum, yeah, very funny. Gotta make sure. Oh yeah, fucking the joke that I like doing in so many of my fucking videos, just like, as soon as we name drop, I just speed run the fucking title credits. I understand the reference now. Exactly. Bungee gum has both the properties of rubber and gum, you see. Oh yeah, have you been watching Hunter x Hunter dubbed or subbed? I've watched it in both, and they're both good, but I'm curious which one you've been watching it in. I'm pretty sure you've said, but I don't remember. Subbed? Okay. I enjoy both dubbed and subbed. Keith Silverstein voices Hisoka. Always assumed sub with me. There. Wait. Okay, yeah, we do have Riku stabbing Maleficent. Now, can I zoom in enough to ignore me? I don't mind dub, but if given a choice, I choose subbed. That's fair. I mean, like, I'm watching Mushoku Tensei subbed, cause I don't want to fucking wait for that to get dubbed, cause I'm fucking loving Mushoku Tensei. Same with ReZero. Like, those are shows to where, like, I'm not waiting on the dub. Not only that, I think ReZero sub. I actually do think ReZero sub is better than the dub. There are honestly very few anime dubs that are actually really good. I think there's a really strong amount that are really good. It's just but like we are in a post bad dub era. It's now mostly a matter of selective points or actors or bits of direction here and there or personal preference for people. Like, I haven't watched ReZero in the dub, but after Rex and I watched the episode, we're in a hit or miss dub era. Post dub era? Are you sure you want to say that after the attempts at AI dubbing? I said we're in a post bad dub era. To where, like, it was a regular occurrence for dubs to not be good. We're in an era to where it is kind of like, as Nara says, to where I'm willing to side more with Nara on we're in a hit or miss dub era, but the shows that I've watched dubbed are like pretty much all hits when it comes to dubs. Although I'm gonna complain about Lord of the Mysteries for a moment, because that was a show. I actually want to say after the attempt at AI dubbing, you're acting as though that's. I mean, okay, I'm not saying that's what you're acting, but that sentence creates the implication that the overall dubbing sphere of anime in general is trying to do AI dubbing, which is not the case. It is certain companies trying to get AI dubbing into certain shows, and it's not working all that well. But the reality is, there is just a lot of shows that have a lot of dubs, and of the ones that I have watched, they have all been good. But there have been ones that have not been as good, although it's more of a matter of those shows were not good, rather than the dubs were not. Which is where now I will complain about Lord of the Mysteries a little bit, because I don't remember where I saw it, but there was this really, like, detailed synopsis. English VAs hate that shit too, since that puts them out of work, on top of all the bad AI does. Yes. Like, it's only certain companies trying to push it into certain things, and it's not working. But with Lord of the Mysteries, there was, like, I fucking found out about this fucking this web novel. Yeah, I've got it fucking horribly managed. I legit just fucking saved a bunch of tarot cards. I just saved art of the fucking characters and tarot cards from the fucking web novel. Cause I discovered the art and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. What is Lord of the Mysteries? And then I found a website that described it in like its synopsis in pretty good detail. And I'm like, oh my gosh, this sounds so fucking cool. And, but I also then saw it was like over 200 fucking chapters. So I decided, maybe I'm not gonna read it. I'm gonna appreciate the art now. And then, like, a year or two ago, news hit the internet that it was gonna get an anime adaptation. And I'm like, oh, sweet! I get to experience Lord of the Mysteries now! And then it came out, like, last month. Or the month before that. And Rex and I watched the first 2 episodes. And holy fucking shit, is that show a fucking... Is that show legitimately just... It takes the Demon Slayer mentality so goddamn fucking hard. Hey, look at this absolutely fucking gorgeous city with beautiful animations that we have, all done in Blender. Don't mind the fucking stiff as a board cast that we have. And this confusing protagonist who we want to both be at the same time. Generic self-insert boring but boring face, but also at the same time megalomaniacal schemer. Whenever we want him to be. Warrior's got a new weapon in 14. That's a new hammer. Yeah, I saw that. It's very cool. I really want to reinstall 14, but I'm probably going to be waiting until I'm burned out on Path of Exile to do that, because Path of Exile's got me in a fucking death grip. Like, legit, when I'm done with stream, after I shower, gonna be playing Path of Exile before I watch Kara no Kyokai with Rex. Because he's been showing me Kara no Kyokai, and that's actually a really fucking good series. It's got, like, Natsu's writing is very, very sharp in that series. And I already like Fate, so I was not gonna object to Kara no Kyokai. But after just watching the first movie, holy fucking shit, is that series good? It's actually about something. And the writing is very sharp, is very smart. It's very, very fucking good. Kara no Kyokai is sick. It fucking is. And Shiki is also... Shiki actually, at least as far as the first movie is concerned, because it's kind of like her in the most present tense, as far as I know so far, because we've watched 3 movies so far. Yeah, we've watched the first 3. In the first movie, I think she's actually a great way to handle kuderes. Because, Rei is basically a not gonna lie though, every time I hear it, I also mix it up with Kyokai no Kanata. That's fair. But yeah, Shiki is, she's a very good way to handle kuderes, because Rei Ayanami from Evangelion, fucking dead fish. Dead fish in terms of personality. She gets characterized a little bit here and there, but it's, so fucking minor. And that's what everybody looks to when it comes to kuderes. And Yuki Nagato in Haruhi. She has the benefit of being a lot cuter, because Haruhi is just a cuter show. But even then, eh. But Shiki, she actually... She has her wide range of emotions. They just all are, she's got the full circle of emotions, but they just kind of, only bubble out here and there. So, I appreciate that a lot more. She's actually a kudere that I actually like. I typically don't like kuderes. Nagato's peak kudere, especially in and post the disappearance arc. Yeah, no, she's definitely better there. But even then, like, she just doesn't, like, hit it for me in the right way. Shiki does. And I think we're gonna be, and I think that we're gonna be watching the fourth movie tonight. But if the really fucking funny thing is that I asked Rex, like, hey, we should watch Lord of the Mysteries because I'm really curious about it. And we both were so, like, he was so fucking pissed at Lord of the Mysteries, and I was so incredibly disappointed. And then we watched the first movie of Kara no Kyokai, and immediately, like, we were just making all the fucking comparisons. Like, this is how you do an emotionally muted character. This is how you do a mystery. This is how you get the audience to ask questions that isn't out of confusion. This is how you pique people's interest. Like, if anybody's curious about Lord of the Mysteries, by all means watch it if you want to, but I don't think the first 2 episodes are at all a good selling point for the series. Kara no Kyokai, however. Watch that if you haven't. I had a similar experience recently with what series? While you're typing that out, I'm actually gonna get back to doing a little bit of work. I don't remember exactly what I'm saying, but it's fine. Yeah, so we can probably just get rid of that, and then put that here, and then boom, and then... Okay. And then about, I don't know, 75. Random complaint. I think it's a fictional world excuse for shit design is so fucking lame. I agree. Verisimilitude still matters. Fiction does not exclude you from criticism. You still gotta make it believable. Doesn't mean it has to be realistic. Did somebody say just eat? Ding ding dong, ring a ding ding dong. I'm not quite hungry yet, but I'll probably be hungry in like an hour. Also, hello, Spen. Welcome.
Despite the slightly frightening implications that are created when you have many, many people that have the ability to open and close people.
Okay, so
That's like how we...
So we want this to be we want this to be even slower. 50? 40? 30? That's opacity, not speed. I'm fucking stupid! There we go. How does this look?
Despite the slightly frightening implications that are created when you have many, many people that have the ability to open and close people's hearts like how we've seen previously. Anyways, back to Ventus.
Yeah, that's fine.
Once we see his heart be healed, we see him wake up in his room in the...
Okay. Wait, yeah? Are we just... Phantom Thieves for real? Do you know anything about Kingdom Hearts, Spen? Cause this is the, okay, yeah. I mean, we're not Hi, Silver. Welcome back. But yeah, I mean, I guess we are stealing people's hearts, or rather, Sora isn't. Especially with the, like we've seen previously, it definitely works better with use of Kingdom Hearts 1 moment. Yeah, fair. It's not like I'm helping carry Silver. Oh, you're carrying her in Monster Hunter? Hey, whatever's gonna get her better gear and more upgrade. Oh, Kingdom Hearts. Okay. Oh yeah, she was asking for your assistance in Dream Drop Distance. Spen is my encyclopedia. I'm glad I have encyclopedia people as well. Sora is a Phantom Thief because according to Kingdom Hearts 2, Sora frees stolen hearts by Heartless when he steals Heartless. Yeah, but he's not the one stealing their hearts, you know. Although they are going to Kingdom Hearts. My job is to inform. DDD is piss easy though. I think Silver said she's playing on Proud Mode or something. And what was this experience Nara had here? My friend was like, I watched this show when I was sick with COVID. I thought it was cool. This fight scene in particular, it was Record of Ragnarok, and he showed me the Adam versus Zeus fight. 2.5 episodes of this fight, and while I can understand what made the fight interesting, I definitely think it was likely better in the manga. I was like, you must have been almost dead. Dude, I'm sure Record of Ragnarok has really cool fights. I, as a matter of principle, don't particularly like it. Because it's saying that, like, these gods from all these pantheons want to destroy humanity, and humanity fights the gods. Like, no, dude, that doesn't make me feel good. So, like, my family loves Record of Monkey said, I mean, looking at Critical. Oh yeah, with Silver playing Kingdom Hearts on Proud Mode only. I mean, yeah, like, for those of my other Kingdom Hearts players here, would you guys say that Proud is harder than Critical because Critical just, you know, like, makes everything more extreme instead of just making it generally harder? I think it's sometimes more manageable. It's not, but not all games have a critical. Fair. Adam technically would have been the best chance humanity would have had, because as the first human created in God's image, he can fucking replicate the powers of every god. That makes no goddamn sense. But I'm not gonna question Record of Ragnarok's logic. I'm just gonna look at how it presents itself and realize I'm not gonna like it. You think it's more manageable in Critical? Oh, okay. Depends on how much you can offset the difficulty by grinding, and I don't. And I like grinding for something I want. I don't like grinding for something I need. And if I need levels to stand a chance against a boss, I fucking hate grinding for that. If I want a special item, I am gonna enjoy the grind on that more. Playing in hard mode in Kingdom Hearts only when I'm not going to say hard mode is Kingdom Hearts 3. When I get to Kingdom Hearts 3, I'll consult with other people. Record of Ragnarok seems to be all about the spectacle of the fights, at least for the anime, and not sure about the manga. Record of Ragnarok very much implies that the others are not the true gods, and the Judeo-Christian god is the real god, specifically because Adam is literally ID's 1. Yeah, that honestly just... I mean, that just kind of, like, shifts it from one form of I don't like it to another, personally. Kingdom Hearts 3 Critical is also piss easy until the data fights. I feel like we've had this conversation before. Maybe, but it was, like, so brief or so far away, I have no memory. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 3 yet, so I don't know the playstyle. Yeah, I need to finish my Birth by Sleep video, which I am 4 minutes and 32 seconds in, and how much? And let me see how long my total voiceover is for this. Don't look at my fucking downloads. How's Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep voiceover. That fight was not great either. I agree, Lucky. Yeah. Like, I'm sure the fights look cool, but in terms of what the show is, I don't think I would. I don't feel good about it. Worse than 2, better than everything else. Huh. But yeah, I need to get to... Before I get to Dream Drop Distance, I need to finish this video, and let's see here. I've already done my intro, and how much of this do I still have left? I still have 2 minutes left of the beginning. So I have Terra 7.5 minutes. Aqua 4.5. Ventus 5.5. 0.2 yeah, and then I need to do the 0.2 voiceover when I get to it. Aftermath 2 minutes. Yeah, this video is gonna be like half an hour long. And I need to get that done, but I also gotta do commissions for money. Hey, if you guys want to commission me, I'll say it again. I like the fight was interesting, but would have been better without how the show was animated. Zeus was channeling the Twink must die memes. Okay, that's funny. Okay, actually, hang on. How does... I'm not gonna watch Record of Ragnarok, but how does Zeus look in Record of Ragnarok? How does he look? He better look fucking awesome. Bro. Bro. Why do we have to go with... Why do we have to go with Why do we have to... Nara's watching Hunter x Hunter, so I have a comparison here, but I can't say it because of spoilers. So it looks like a shrivel man, then gets buff as shit. Yeah, no, like, I understand that, like, Zeus has, like, in the mythology hasn't done a lot of stuff, but still. Look how they did my man dirty. Okay, so, and how does Adam look? I'm gonna assume he looks like a fucking Adonis. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, no, there, yeah. Fuck, absolute fucking twink. All the gods look almost nothing like their mythological depictions. Bro. Twink must die. No, that absolute, I agree, at the very least. Adam leans more twunk than twink. Like, sure, he's got the muscles, but this is absolute fucking twink energy right here. For the lulz, look up Aphrodite. She spawned a meme. Aphrodite. Okay, Aphrodite actually looks somewhat... Aphrodite actually looks pretty alright. In terms of a depiction. I'm actually okay with this. Aphrodite's massive fucking tits. You know, this is alright. This is alright. I don't got complaints about this. There's a shot where she doesn't have a bra. Bro, she doesn't have a bra now! She has two dudes hold her tits up? Okay, that's funny. You know the clip of Aphrodite's tits flapping in her face? Just knowing that those two things exist informs me plenty. But okay, at least Aphrodite is given justice in terms of how she looks, as opposed to fucking Zeus. Like, again, I understand that he didn't do a whole lot of good things in the mythology. Still, fucking King of the Pantheon. Put some respect on his goddamn name. I think that guy with the blue tongue is supposed to be Buddha? Original Buddha? The Buddha design is fucking sick. Okay, hang on. It's a nothing burger anime at best with an almost passable plot, IMO. Hang on. Yeah, okay, well, I'll just look up Buddha. What? What? Why does he look like a fuckboy? Why did they make him look like this? What? Like, this is at least is a good-looking pose, but then you see the fact that he's got a fucking tank top and... Buddha kinda was. I don't vibe with the, like, fucking Korean boy band fuckboy energy here. I don't fuck with that. I like Shiva's design, alright. I am a Loki had the best design. Okay, hang on. You know what? Yeah, let's just review the designs of Record of Ragnarok characters. Shiva. Oh, okay. Doesn't really sell, you know, like... Okay, actually, hang on. He goes red? Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. Base design. I don't mind it. When he goes red... You know, okay, this is alright. I think it could be better, but it's alright. Poseidon has cool armor. Sorry. Nah, it's fine. Like, the shit I was most concerned about doing that I knew was just gonna be pure grunt work is done. And now we're just kind of vibing a little bit. Loki. Okay, this is not a depiction I would personally go for, but they definitely got Loki's attitude down. Yeah, okay, yeah, no. Not my choice. But it's not bad. Kinda screams Fire Emblem baddie. Yeah, no, this is a... What the fuck? Yeah, this is a very, Fire Emblem design for Loki, honestly. Shin Megami Tensei? Poseidon. Poseidon. How does Poseidon? I get the idea, but I kind of prefer the depictions that are kind of done in, like, the Epic the Musical animatics much more, or Hades. Like those depictions show him as, you know, like, this really mighty ruler that he is. That's a fate-ass design. Yeah, honestly. Okay, well now I gotta fucking see Hades. How the fuck does Hades look? You know? I see the angle. I see the angle with it. Again, not what I would imagine, but I see the idea. I see the idea they have there, and I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm just gonna disagree with it. Thor showed up, and Odin was like, "Didn't I tell you not to appear before me as my son ever again?" And like, he returned to his own form, is like, sorry, I forgot. Oh, let's look at Odin. Odin. Okay. Okay, actually. I think he should look stronger. Like, he should actually look more muscular. But this is actually fine. Yeah, no, this actually looks really fucking cool for Odin. I'm down for this. Yeah, this is good. Only thing I was like about Thor was comically stupidly large hammer. Thor. This is just Radagon. This is literally just fucking Radagon. Check Instagram stuff. I posted Aphrodite memes. Oh boy. Oh my goodness. I see that they wanted to do some fan service there. See. Okay, actually, hang on. Now I'm just curious. Athena, you better make it fucking look. So this looks like the manga. This doesn't look. This looks like Fairy Tail. What the fuck? Artemis? Okay, so Artemis isn't even in Record of Ragnarok. How dare they? Red hair one looks like a fairy tale. Yeah. There's a Scarlet. Okay. Hermes! Come on, you gotta have Hermes. No. No. No, this is not fucking Hermes. No. Sebastian? This is not a bad design, but this is not Hermes. This is Sebastian at home. Yeah, no, bro, what did they fucking do to my boy? How dare they? Fucking bro. 8 violins as he was playing Zeus's intro song as the announcer hyped him up. I mean, like, you know who would have been better for that? Apollo. Okay, Apollo looks pretty fitting, honestly. What the fuck? Apollo looks fittingly, like, luxurious. They definitely should have, but he also looks like... They also should have, like, alluded to, like, him with a bow and with a harp. I don't think they did any of the Japanese gods, but check out Heracles and Hercules. Okay, well, first off, let's see if Hera is here. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind that. But Heracles. I don't like the hair in this one. The hair looks better in this one, but overall... It's not showing him, like, wearing the lion's skin more properly. Fan and Wiki, so not her. Oh, okay. Heimdall is the announcer. So that wasn't Hera. She's not a Record of Ragnarok. Lion got turned into his club. I know! And I kind of disagree with that. Like, I'll show you what fucking Heracles looks like in fucking Fate Strange Fake. Like this immediately. Now, granted, in Strange Fake, he became an Avenger because of fucking Angry Mango, as opposed to what he was supposed to be, which is Archer. Still, though, he does look way fucking cooler in Strange Fake than he does in Record of Ragnarok. That's specifically the one that isn't Berserker. Yeah, He was all Berserker and Fate Stay Night. Yeah, I know, but I'm specifically talking... Yeah, I'm specifically referencing Strange Fake because he does just... I think he looks extra fucking cool as Archer turned Avenger. That's just my own opinion. I'm not gonna... but I still want anybody who hasn't seen Fate Strange Fake to actually go watch it. Fate's dumb. Fate is dumb. Strange Fake is fucking goated, though. Slash affectionate. I mean, hey, if you guys liked, I think the guy who wrote Strange Fake is the guy who wrote, for Baccano? Fate Strange is stupid past the original visual novel. Writer. Yeah, Strange Fake. Written by Ryogo Narita. Yeah, yeah, Baccano. Zero was cool too. Yeah, Zero was fucking great. Baccano and da-da-da-da. Yeah, this man knows how to write series that have a fuck ton of characters. And he wrote for Strange Fake. And he did a fucking great-ass job with it. I highly recommend for people to go watch it. Especially considering Risa May? Yeah, Risa May, she voices fucking Ishtar in Strange Fake. So, and if you guys don't correlate who Risa May is, that's Suen. She voices Ishtar in Strange Fake. And she's as good as you would imagine. So yeah. Crazy how this is what the fucking stream has become. we are more or less at the normal end time though. But hey, at least I got some actual work done today. But a tiny bit the tiniest bit of work on my Birth by Sleep video. But I learned how to make a JoJo aura, and I theoretically, now that I actually have better visuals for my VGen, actually, now that I theoretically have better, now that I have better visuals for my VGen, I should theoretically get more commissions. Theoretically. If anything else, I now also have a gift to put in a picture that Pitch can that Pitch said she was that they were making. I'm happy with how things turned out, even if there was a lot of just chatting. And if I did fucking bash my head against the wall that is in fucking 8 megabyte upload speed. Fucking bitch ass. VGen, why do you do this? But okay. Yeah, this is more or less a good end time. So I think that's what we're gonna call it. Speed was the wrong word, but we get ya. Oh, I said speed. Yeah, I didn't even realize. Whoopsie. Exciting news? Ooh, what kind of exciting news do you got? Nice vibe time is always welcome. Yeah. No, I'm very happy with how tonight went. But yeah, what? Maybe probably potentially legal means to watch Kamen Rider. Ooh, okay. As I assume that means it's just gonna be coming to a legal Western streaming site. Going to Amazon Video. You have access. You get free access to Amazon Video if you have a Prime membership, right? Because of yeah, okay, cool. I do have a Prime membership. That's part of why I actually had straight up $0 earlier at some point last week, because I thought all of my monthly expenses were done, and then I got hit with the Prime membership, and I got hit with my Patreon payment, and I had negative $4. But since that, because I figured it would be harder for Rex to find Kamen Rider on any of our normal sites that we watch stuff on, I'll probably be the one pulling up Kamen Rider on Prime Video. But alright. At the very least, when it does come, I'll bring it up to him. So, yay, good news. I hope I get a shift or two before payday this week. Guess we'll see? Yeah, we'll see. I mean, hey, you're still getting what? You said $200? That's good. Compared to the $0 that you were getting? Hell yeah. This year's Prime Video might black the screen. Wait, it fucking does that shit, dude? Oh my gosh. Well, we'll see if I can find... If it turns out that it's hard for him to find anything that we could actually properly watch it on, and if it... For screenshots or censorship. I mean... Whatever method they have, it may end up happening. It's fucking dumb. But yeah, okay. Some of the legal streaming sites block the screen on shared screens. That's so fucking dumb. Why are they gonna do that? Turn off hardware acceleration? Oh, really? That's a thing. Oh, interesting. Okay. Twice now, hardware acceleration has been a portion of an answer I have encountered for something I've been having to deal with. I didn't even know how to explain it. Well, we'll see. But at least, yeah, funny. Okay, we're gonna raid into Silver tonight. I'm gonna look and see if Shin Kamen Rider is on Prime still. Cool. Yeah, we're gonna raid into Silver. Wishing her luck on Monster Hunter. That movie is sick. Hell yeah. I'll definitely see if I can convince Rex. Well, he still also wants to show me plenty of things. Okay, we're gonna raid into Silver. She is actually playing Monster Hunter on her own stream. She's probably going to have people join her. If you guys are able to join her and want to, by all means, go ahead and do so. Help her out, so that way we are even more prepared to do Proof of a Hero tomorrow, which we are. I mean, well, actually, what we need to do tomorrow is help her kill A.T. Arkfeld, and then we will finally be able to do Proof of a Hero. Unless Lind shows up with us, and then we gotta do those quests with him. And then we'll try to be heroes! By the way, I did actually learn Latent Power. A lot stronger than Agitator. But that's a conversation on the Monster Hunter channel. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. Thank you for stopping by both on Twitch and on YouTube. Thank you again, Sai, for the commission. And thank you to anybody who is going to consider commissioning me. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Have a good day tomorrow. Have a good rest of your week. I'll see you later. But until then, take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Let's
go. Oh, no, no. Ouch.